Yeah. Hmm. I'm doing good. Yeah, thanks for asking. Super stoked to be back with the Adobe Live team. Also stoked to be officially named a frequent flyer. Super honored for that. But yeah, what's up, guys? Today, I'm gonna be working through some new tools in Photoshop that I think are super helpful. We're gonna be specifically looking at the general distraction tool, which is kind of like a add-on to some tools that I use already a ton. And so now it just makes my life, and I'm sure so many other people's lives, easier. Um, so yeah, we're going to be working through that, kind of looking at like what that tool looks like in different scenarios. So in like random lifestyle imagery, in maybe some action or like kind of lifestyle imagery, and then also some portraits as well, kind of showing that this new feature can be used in pretty much any scenario for any photographer, not just a portrait photographer like what I usually do. So yeah, before we get into it, I just wanted to share a little bit of my work, just so you guys have an idea of yeah, what my kind of style is. Like Jack said, I am a primarily portrait and documentary photographer, working a lot in music right now. Doing a lot of album artwork, editorial, magazine work. So I work a lot with musicians, for different stories or album campaigns or whatever.
Very cool. That's
So
so
yeah.
cool. I bet you get to meet like a lot of like just like amazing people that you're just like starstruck by.
Yeah, yeah, some definitely some very interesting people that I never thought that I would be able to meet, especially this early in my career. This was definitely, I don't get very starstruck usually, but this guy Nardwar was probably one of the ones when I was like actually nervous for a shoot. Um, yeah, I've shot Pharrell, I've shot Alicia Keys, and a couple other like pretty big people, but Nardwar, he's pretty crazy. He's sick.
It looks like it
Um,
was a fun shoot.
it was super fun. Yeah, that was for a Nike. He released a Nike SB Dunk. He released his own shoe with Nike, and
Oh, I
so
feel like I remember that actually.
yeah, yeah, we got to do kind of like the promotional material for the Nike sneakers app for him.
Nice.
Um,
Very cool. It looks like my audio might have not been working, but I can see that it's working now. Your audio has been fine the whole time, so it was all me.
okay,
So you
got you.
didn't chat, you didn't miss anything. I was just giving a little intro to our friend here, photographer Raymond. Raymond has, like I said, a really unique style here. There's like it's very real. You kind of see the like crossover of your like documentary photography into like your shots of like all these musicians and stuff like that. I don't know. There's a bit of a crossover there. Maybe it's just
I
me.
appreciate that. Yeah, that's the goal for sure. Yeah, I kind of something that I like to say in my work is I like to give kind of like authentic, but also very like an alternative viewpoint to something that is in real life, and like a true sense of the subject that I'm actually shooting, but maybe from a different perspective in a different way. And sometimes that looks like my use of color or my different lighting techniques or putting things in front of the lens or double exposures. But it's kind of, the goal is showing the true authentic part of the person I'm shooting, but in an alternative way.
Very cool.
So yeah, so that's a little bit of my work. Feel free to check out more if you guys want, on RaymondAlva.com. But
Yeah, it looks like
today,
Adara just put the link for your website in the chat, and then I've also got. I'll throw the link for your Instagram. I've got it up
say
as well, so everybody can check out your work.
cool, awesome. So yeah, jumping into what we have for today. Like I said, we are going to be working through the new general distractions tool. And I kind of want to show you guys a real world sort of scenario of what that would look like using this tool, maybe when you are in talks with maybe a client. So I work a lot with clients, and when I do that, I am usually my workflow looks like I am sending them proof. We do the shoot, it's successful. And then the next couple days, I send them low resolution proofs of all of the images that we shot. And what essentially a proof is, for those of you who don't know, is a proof is sort of like it's a low resolution version of the photo that maybe isn't fully finished. So a proof sort of might not have any retouching done to it. It might not have the full color applied to it. And there might be things within the photo that still need to be changed. But the goal of the proof is to sort of give the clientele sort of like an idea of what the final product will be.
Gotcha.
Before all the work is kind of finally done. And so I like to send all my proofs to my clients so that they can get an idea of that. And then when I do that, they give me their feedback on what they want to happen in the photos. And usually what that looks like is retouching or like data, like pixel moving notes. And so when I think about retouching can apply to working on your color and working on moving pixels, which is things like taking out people in the background
Okay.
or fixing skin or taking out signs or poles or random trees that are kind of distractions to the image. And so when I'm retouching, I'm always looking for things that are distracting my attention, taking away my attention, sort of from the main focus and subject of the image. And for me, because I'm a portrait photographer, but I also do a lot of kind of documentary and just documenting of my own life. Um, the subject is usually the main person is usually my subject and the thing that I want to draw people's attention to. And so I try and get rid of as many distractions as I can in my portraits.
Yeah, so you
So
kind of
yeah.
like we were talking a little bit before about how I come from more of a graphic design and illustration background, and you're sort of building out your composition, right? Like you've taken this photo, but you
Mm-hmm.
want to tell a story with it, and so you want to direct the
Yes.
viewer's eye to like, and so that's kind of where the art of it comes into play, right? Like you have to decide like what stays and what goes depending on the story that
Yeah.
you're trying to tell, and sometimes you want to leave some of that stuff in, and sometimes you want to take some of it out.
Yeah, exactly. There's a great quote by famous photographer Mark Mahaney. He's one of my all-time favorites, and he always says like he loves the retouching and processing aspect of the photography kind of process, because it's almost like he gets a second shoot with the same subject. Like he's able to, like he does one shoot where he's actually taking the photos, and then when he goes and edits the imagery, it's almost like he's looking at it as a second shoot, and he's able to like reform and kind of restructure the narrative a little bit.
Interesting. I
Yeah, so
love
it's a
that.
really interesting process in thinking about like, yeah, like it is a big process. And I think it's really a bummer when people kind of neglect that kind of process. I am also I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. And so like for me, like if I saw like this
Mm,
in one of my images, or like this little dot, or like this sign, that like bugs me so much.
right.
And I'm like, my attention just went to that blue sign. That's not good. Like that's not the goal. Like the goal is for the viewer to have their attention be brought to the actual skateboarding, to the
Mm.
action itself. So yeah, so that's kind of my like I guess not necessarily philosophy,
I was
but
gonna say philosophy, so you took the words right out of my mouth.
yeah, I guess it is kind of like a philosophy a little bit. But it's my approach, I guess, is a more appropriate term. So, but when I am working with clients, I need a very specific and proper workflow in order to make sure that their notes get brought back to me. And so what that looks like, and a great way of how to do that is using Firefly Boards, which I have done many streams on Firefly Boards already, and it is such a great resource. And so if you're not tapped in, tap in. Like it's so fire. But a tool that I've been learning a lot about more recently is the comment section. And so with this, I think this is super important for working with clients because I can put all my proofs maybe on this board,
Mhm.
and so we have my proofs, or maybe I put my photos of like my final selects of the ones that we're going to be moving forward to. I send this to the client hops on it, and they have the power to go into this little comment section, and they can add a comment of what exactly they're looking for in the image. And with this little pin tool, I can go ahead and click on this sign, and then I could say remove sign, please, because we love when clients are nice. Yeah. If you're a client, be nice to your photographers. So now as the photographer, I can log into Firefly Boards, and I can go through and open up my comment section and see, oh, there's a dot right there. That must mean that I have a note from my client. Oh, the client says to please remove the sign. So I think that is a great tool and great use of the comment section, and kind of like a real world scenario of working with boards. And so I'm just going to kind of go through, add a couple more like that guy,
And these are,
clean
you
up.
would share this as a link with a client?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So anyone is able to share a Firefly board link to someone else. And they are able to log in and access that. And then you can give them the kind of function to either view or edit it in real time as well.
Very cool. Yeah, it's so handy, especially when you're working with like multiple people that are not all in the same location, right? And
Yeah.
you don't have to be sending like, oh, here's a PDF and somebody has the old PDF, right? Like this whole, you know, you're getting comments and they're kind of like tracking all those changes. It's all kind of in one place, right?
Yep, exactly. And so here I'm kind of just going through and looking at different kind of things about the image that are kind of just drawing my attention a little too much, I think.
That sign for
Um,
sure, yeah.
yeah, for sure.
We got a bunch of people
Yeah.
joining over in the chat while you go through and leave some notes for your future self. If you're joining our live chat or watching the replay, you can leave a comment or type us a message in the chat and ask any questions you have for Raymond.
Oh,
Say hi. I can see Unicorn waving to everybody in the chat. Idara, Armad, Dino, Izzy. Izzy's in the chat. Izzy is going to be doing one of these. Is it next week or the week after? So nice to see
sick.
everybody.
Cool. Remove. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So we looked through all of these, and we kind of put at least one on here of little notes from the client, I guess. And so now the cool thing is I have actually, as the photographer, I have added these images as Photoshop documents into here, which makes it easier to keep track of the images. I don't have to go through and like scroll through my hard drive and like the whole shoot to find a specific image. But now Firefly Boards and Photoshop are integrated, so I am able to work back and forth between each other. So even just starting with this image, you can see this little Photoshop icon right here. I'm going to go to the three dots, open in Photoshop. And what that
Boom.
does is that opens directly in my Photoshop on my computer.
And will this update after you, like, if you edit this file and save it? Well, that's cool too. So, right,
Yep,
like, you don't even have to
exactly.
worry about it. It's doing all the work
Exactly.
for you.
Yep. And so yeah, and because so it does that if I sort of like I had it saved already as a like Photoshop document, like cloud
Hmm.
document in my Adobe account. And so with that, if it's in my boards, then I can bring it into Photoshop and then just click Command S, and then it'll update back into boards as well. So from here, we are going to go into, let's say, we're just starting off regular. We go over to our remove tool, which you could click on this little band-aid or just push J. And then from here, obviously, we know about all the different remove tools, but these are old school. We're not using actual tools nowadays. We're using the new tools.
See,
So
this is where
we're
I need to lock in because I like know enough about Photoshop to be dangerous. So you need to
mhm.
teach me the better way to do things.
Sick. Yeah. Yeah. We're all about saving time here. So from here, from the remove tool, we're going to go to this find distractions button in the top. And from here, before we had the people and the wires and cables section of this tool, which allows you to get rid of any people in your frame outside of your main subject, or wires and cables that are distraction. Say you're taking a photo on a street and there's a weird kind of wire telephone pole that you just want to get rid of. That's the way how to do it. But now we have the general distractions tool, which we're going to go and click that guy right now. And as it is looking, kind of scanning the frame and addressing what in this frame is a distraction that I will want to take out that isn't necessarily people and isn't necessarily wires or cables,
Okay.
but
Oh,
it
look at that.
does. Yeah. So super already. This is like insane, insane.
Yeah. Can I
So
can't even imagine how long that would have taken me.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And so as you can see on the side, it's given us little boxes or little uh kind of categories for
Okay, yeah.
different things that it's selected. And what we can do is we can go through and check off these or check them. And just going through, we have little spots and dust. We have urban elements, which might be like different cones or
Hmm.
signs, a lot of like construction stuff. We also have different vehicles, which it like it got the tractor. I think that might be a tractor. Over there, and then also all the cars and the Jeeps and everything like that. And then any just miscellaneous visual clutter, maybe it's like rocks or a stick or something like that that I would usually just go through with the spot healing tool. And it just automatically selects that.
I wouldn't
And
have even like picked up on all the little green spots until you like hit the green, and I was like, oh yeah, those are kind of distracting, aren't they?
yeah, super distracting. And like even just looking at this now, like, oh my God, like it's just too much. Like I feel like it's like punching me in the face, like how distracting everything in this frame is. Like it loses the sort of it loses that story that we kind of talked about earlier with this dad and his daughter
Mm-hmm.
like walking in the forest. And it's yeah, we kind of like lose that. So yeah, we're gonna go back and select all. And then also, another cool thing is you can go through all of these and you can change the color of
Nice.
what all of these look like. And so, like, those two blues were a little too close to each
Mm-hmm.
other. And so, I wanted to change it up a little bit to sort of help me understand what's being taken out. And then you can also go to this little gearbox and you can go to the opacity and go all the way or nothing at all, just depending on preference. And then another kind of tool that you could do is you could also add or subtract from any of these as well. So
Okay.
if I want to, I can
Clean that
while
selection up a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, while clicking option, going to my remove or my brushing away from my selection, just cleaning this up just a little bit so I don't take things out that I actually do still want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And then from here, I can just click, bring my brush down by pushing the bracket keys and selecting this because we don't want any of these cones. But because it didn't see the whole cone,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't necessarily realize that it was something that we wanted to take out. So just getting a little particular there.
Welcome in, Valdair. all the new folks joining. We're just getting started here with Raymond, going through and
Up a little bit.
working on some distraction removal in Photoshop. I'm learning so much already.
Sick. And then we'll go take this guy out as well.
Parallel parking. I assume that's what that sign says.
I think so. I'm guessing too. I honestly forgot, but yeah, let's go with it. Yeah, this is the tedious part of photography that everyone thinks
I love that
photography
you
is
say
all
this is
just
tedious, even though this would have been impossible prior. Like it would
yeah,
take
it's
you
like
forever.
yeah, I'm so dumb in complaining that this is tedious because like are we kidding? Like look at everything that was just done for me. Like I am so unappreciative. Wow. Thank you for calling me out on that, honestly. um yeah, so okay, we'll clean this guy up a little bit more. Just clean that up and then cool. Yeah, just little moments. Clean up some of this like kind of shadowy
Mhm.
area. The window, a little bit of that car. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these people as
Mhm.
well. We could use the people distraction tool, but I'm just gonna, I want to feel like I actually did something, So
Can you use them both at the same time? I guess.
not at the same time.
Okay.
What we would have to do is we would have to approve our selection,
Okay.
let it remove all the general distractions, and then we would go through and then click the people
Oh, okay.
button.
Well, I mean that's not
Yeah.
too bad, but
It's not too bad.
yeah,
Yeah, there's definitely a workaround, but you can't automatically have it select everything,
gotcha.
um, which is not too bad.
Let us know in the chat if you are familiar with this tool, or I guess what your process is for distraction removal in your workflow.
Cool.
It's
So
a
yeah, from
mouthful.
there, I feel pretty good about all that selection. And then yeah, I might just clean this up just a
Mhm.
little bit.
I relate to this so much. You're like, I'm done. I think I'm happy, and then you're like, wait a second. I'm gonna go
I
back
know
and
it's that
fix one more
perfectionist
thing.
that I was talking about. Like it's just like a curse. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so and then from here, actually, what's really cool is we have this little create new layer section. And I personally only work in a non-destructive workflow.
Mhm.
And what that means is I like to, as you can see, I have my single layer right there on the right of the like sort of original like image and layer. And I don't like to affect that actual layer. I don't like to remove anything on that layer. If anything, I duplicate my layer and have like my base just untouched. But this allows it so that it will add all of the new removed sort of environment on
Okay.
top of this background instead of into the background. So what that actually looks like, show you guys an example. So we're going to click the checkpoint and then this will remove everything and we wait.
Yeah. Right. So, I mean, the smart thing about that is if the client came back and was like, actually, I really liked those traffic cones. Can you put
Yep,
them back in? You can bring them back in pretty easily if you have it on a
exactly,
separate layer.
exactly,
Otherwise, you have to go back
exactly.
and get the photo, and like maybe you've made other edits, and it becomes like a whole thing. So, it's a very
Mm-hmm.
smart way to kind of work through
Yep,
that.
always try and be non-destructive because
Wow!
you never know.
Wow! Oh my gosh, look at
Yeah, and
that.
there
That's
we are.
crazy. What?
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
I can't even imagine. Like, what am I doing with my life? I can't even
I
imagine
know.
like how long that would have taken me to do.
Like
uh,
so stupid. Uh
and like, look at the story again. Like, look at this now. Like, you feel it. You know,
yeah, you
like,
feel it so much
yeah,
more. And even just to show you guys like the non-destructive and like where we started was
that's crazy.
before, after. And now you look at it and you're like, wow, that is like everything is I'm almost like losing the story in this.
Oh, for
Um
sure. There's so much, but now it's like you're drawn to like I'm immediately drawn to like the jacket, and then I'm drawn to the mountains and like the kind of like your eyes moving through the composition of the
Yeah.
tones.
And like figuring out like you looking at this father and daughter and then they're looking to the side. So then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what's going on the side?
Mm-hmm.
And you see this huge pile of dirt and you're like, oh, they must be doing construction or something. And like, yes, before we had all this construction stuff, but I think it's a little too like on the nose,
Yeah.
honestly, in
Right.
a way, where it's like giving you the story and it like takes your wonder out of it
Mm-hmm.
almost. So yeah, so I really like that. I'm gonna go ahead and push Command S. And because we opened this, we started in boards and then we opened in Photoshop, we come back here and this will, once it loads,
I'll give it a minute.
yep.
Update.
Oh, it already
There we
loaded.
go.
So I need to push this update button. And what that will do is now show the actual
All right,
version of
guys.
it.
We're done. Stream's over.
We're done. We're done. Thank you guys. I will see you guys later. No, so and then so now I tell the client, hey, the new updates are up on the board if you want to go check those out and approve. And then I will go through and on this mark that said get rid of sign, which if I click it, it shows me, it highlights it.
Mm-hmm.
I can click this, or no, not that one. I click this resolve button and then it gets rid of the mark.
Nice.
And then I can focus on the next ones.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So
so
cool.
that's a simple way of how to do it. And we're just going to keep going. Let's go on this one. Open in Photoshop. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like there's
Um,
like a really heavy moment happening here, and that sign is just like taking you out of it.
yeah, it's like I do not want to buy that prime corner. Like I don't care about corners. Yeah, so this photo was actually taken in actually we were just talking about it. I went to Chicago a couple months ago
Oh
and
yeah,
this was taken in Chicago
that
with
makes sense.
a friend and DJ Lake Hills that I work with a lot. This is him. He was playing a gig out in Chicago and we were kind of treating it like a tour and so
Hmm.
yeah, this was on that tour.
Do you do a lot of
Awesome.
tour photography? Like, do you tour with a lot of
I
musicians, or is that something you want to do more of?
I used to
Oh,
do
okay.
more of it. Yeah. So I kind of stepped away from it. I used to do a lot when I was in college, kind of like the
Oh, that's
summers when
fun.
I was in college.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I did a whole like East Coast kind of tour with an artist out there. And then we like road trip back to California, like in a van, and it was a lot. And so after that, I was like, I don't know if this lifestyle's for me. Like I just like chilling in my own bed, honestly. It was super fun, but I used to shoot a lot of concerts and more of that like behind the scenes of like the sort of artist lifestyle. And now I kind of focus a lot more on like the album artwork or like the rollout aspect of the artist lifestyle. So um cool. So looking at this, I really like what it's done so far, but there are a couple, well, it kind of went crazy there. There are kind of like a couple things that I don't necessarily like. And
Hmm.
so, as you could see, light diffusing elements. So this was not in the last one,
Oh, yeah.
um,
We got different
but
things this time. Look at
yeah, so this tool has, I think it's like almost 30 different categories
that.
that
Okay.
it's like scanning and looking for. And depending on what's in that image, it'll pull from different ones. And so this one, I don't necessarily want to take away like that light diffusing element, that
Hmm.
cloud. I kind of like it. And so but let's keep looking. Fixtures, I'm fine with that. I usually like to go through and click on all of these to see what exactly I'm taking out.
Hmm.
Poles, I think I want to take that out. Shadows, I want to take that out. Spots and dust, yes. Urban elements, yes, it takes away that sign. Vegetation, I don't want to take out actually. I think I like what's happening there. Um, I don't know. What do you think? Should I take away this whole middle planner, or what do you think? You think it
No,
adds to the story?
I mean, I like it, but it
Yeah,
it
I
just
kind of
depends
like
on
it too.
the what you're trying to say about the image. It would make it very concrete heavy.
It
Then it would
would.
make it
And
very
honestly,
like,
maybe too much.
yeah,
So
it would
yeah,
be like super urban concrete
yeah,
kind of a look,
let's go ahead
which
and keep
maybe,
that
you know.
in. Yeah, I don't know. Let's keep it in. Let's keep it in.
I
Executive
also
decision.
I would be worried about like what it would put there. Like would it put just a concrete barrier or would it put like
Ye-
more
Or like replace it with a
road?
different planner or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Which kind of
Well,
leaves
we could
us
always do it and
to
then see how it looks. And if you don't like it, can't you just do it again?
that is a great point, actually. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do it then. Okay, so in that case, yeah, I will actually add more of the side of this.
Yeah, if
There's
this is
that.
Chicago, they need Adobe. You need a special remove category for potholes.
Yeah, for sure. There's way too many in here. Like I can't. This is way too much even for this tool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep that one back there, and then I think I want to get rid of this. Like,
Bright spot, yeah.
yeah, it's a little too distracting. And then maybe even there, this little sign, this little sign, this little sign.
And
Yeah,
so,
I
what would
will.
these photos then kind of? What would the artist kind of use them for? Like social media or like
Yeah, yeah. So exactly, social media, different marketing
okay,
material,
like a
yeah,
behind the scenes of the
yeah,
tour
behind
kind
the
of
scenes.
thing?
A lot of it is social media, and that's kind of what our main goal was.
Okay,
And just kind of like the history aspect of it, you know.
gotcha.
You never know what's going to happen or kind of what the photos will end up being used for. But it's kind of just like general, hey, we have the photos now if we ever want to use them for something in the future. That's kind of the goal. So, cool. I like that. Let's go ahead and select.
Doing a remove. I don't want to look away because like as soon as I look away, it's gonna change.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, there it goes because it like speeds up at the end. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Sick. Okay, I'm actually not super mad about that being gone now.
No, I kind of it kind of gives it like almost like that very like ocean of concrete kind of a look that like
Yeah.
works really well. And I don't know, the texture is working for me, I guess.
Yeah, the texture is working. I like it, I like how it didn't just add like plain like good concrete, like it
Yeah, it was
added
like no,
really
no,
bad
we're in
concrete. Like
Chicago. We're gonna put
yeah,
some
exactly.
potholes.
Yeah, yeah, Photoshop like heard us talking about it and they were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll mess it up more." Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sick. Yeah, I really like what it did back here. That's super clean. Um Oh, there's actually this guy. I don't know what that is, but yeah, we're just gonna use the regular tool, the regular remove tool. Sick. Cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and click Command S. I'm gonna go back to my image, update. Boom. There we are. Go here, get rid of sign, resolve. And then also another cool thing is you can click on this filter comment section and you can go to everything that's been resolved already. And so this is kind of like a good way for even if you had like a project manager or something, like they can go through and like kind of make sure that you resolved all the problems or, you know, something. There's a couple different scenarios of when this would be helpful. So um, yeah, okay, cool. I like those. Let's go ahead and do this one. I think this one's gonna be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I keep trying to place where that photo is taken in Chicago. Does your friend play the Salt Shed by chance?
It was no, it wasn't the salt shed. It was like a
Kind of looked like it from the exterior with like the white lines on the building. Funny view.
yeah, this was not by the venue.
Okay.
Yeah, this was actually pretty close to the beef.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Did you go to the
yeah,
beef?
we went to the beef. Yeah,
Nice.
so
Did you wait in like a 2 hour long line?
it was pretty long, not two
Yeah.
hours, but it was probably like 30 or probably like 30 minutes, honestly.
If I knew we
So
were gonna talk about this set, I would have worn my shirt.
oh my gosh. That's yeah, insane. Yeah, I got my brother a hat from there.
Nice.
Like it was honestly so bomb. I'm like soup. Dang, now I want like a roast beef or pastrami sandwich right now. Geez,
Sorry.
okay. Yeah, it was so good. So okay, but now this is a image that I shot at my local skate shop. I've been documenting my local skate shop for the last 5 or 6 years. It's just a long-term personal project of mine, and
Hmm.
this was yeah, just a random Saturday that we were just hanging out outside the shop, and actually behind them is actually City Hall. So it's
Oh,
kind of funny, like this is like the prime section for like the city cracking down on stuff like this.
hmm.
And yeah, like you even see with the no skateboarding sign, but it's like these guys do not care at all. Like that's prime skateboarding. So but we're gonna our client said that they wanted to get rid of that no skateboarding sign. So, the
Yeah,
client
it goes
is
against
always
the whole
correct.
vibe of it.
Exactly. Yeah, we can't, yeah, we need to put a go skateboarding sign right there. That's what we need. Cool. Okay, so finding distractions.
Is it, you seem to take a lot of like your tour photography and like the skateboarding stuff. Is it tough to shoot with like so much happening? Like so much movement and like there's just a lot going on. It's a very high action, I feel like.
Yeah, a lot of times it is. Yeah, it's definitely, I walk away with from stuff like this. I walk away with a lot of misses for
Mm,
sure. In a session when I maybe take 1,000 photos, I might walk away with like maybe 50,
mm-hmm.
because it's kind of like shooting a lot, and
Yeah.
some of them are out of focus, some of them are maybe motion blurred, not on purposely. And some of them maybe just the action just isn't really landing. And so, yeah, you kind of have to be prepared for you might walk away with something good and you might not,
Mm.
which is just kind of a part of that process. So,
Yeah, Cody's also saying in the chat, love this action shot. It's very like perfectly timed. I imagine that's
yeah,
like hard, but you just take as many photos as possible and hope for the best.
yeah, we definitely shot this a couple different times,
Gotcha.
Yeah, we tried it. I mean, they kept trying their tricks and I was just kind of stationed there. So, cool. Let's see what we got. Okay, so it's getting those guys on the roof, this little handle right there,
Again, I wouldn't have
miscellaneous.
even thought, and maybe this was just me, not from this background. Wouldn't even thought about the stuff that's like sticking out of the roof there. But when you remove it, you're gonna have that like nice clean line in the
Yep.
composition. That like,
Yep. Exactly. I'm gonna not do the vegetation. The vegetation is always kind of like a hit or miss for me, honestly. Um, Sometimes it's really important, but even like this is technically vegetation, but it's just like categorizing it as miscellaneous, and
mm,
like I want that taken out.
yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah. Okay, so I like what's happening right now. I think I'm gonna not get rid of the seam in the middle. Is this
Yeah,
being
Darren's
okay?
saying
No.
same. I think to the comment about vegetation and whether or
Yeah,
not
it's
to
like
remove it.
sometimes I do want to remove it. Like I want to remove parts of this, but I don't want to remove too much to where it's just like I don't know. I honestly have no idea what it would replace right there. So
Yeah, right. That's kind of the other thing. There's if you remove like if you've got a wall of vegetation, it might not have any enough information in the image to like replace it with
yeah,
something that makes sense.
yep, exactly.
Get out of
Um,
here, sign. No
get out of
sign.
here. We don't want you here. Cool. And then yeah, I'm gonna keep the transition because we still want people to see it's a ramp, but I'm gonna get rid of the line in the concrete.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, I like that. We'll go ahead
Very
and
cool.
confirm.
We've
We'll
got
see what
about
happens.
20 minutes as well. Just keeping you up
Perfect.
to date on the time. If you're just joining us, we're here with Raymond. Raymond has been going through his process as a photographer on these photos, going between Firefly boards to track any client notes, and then we've brought them into Photoshop and we're acting on those notes and using this distraction remove to find and remove anything that's a distraction in these photos.
Sick. And there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just
Wow.
like
That's crazy.
so subtle. Yeah, that's super fire actually.
Yeah, that looks great now. It's, you know, especially that sign there was like really like up against that person. And so it was, you just, your eye was just so drawn to that.
Yeah, yeah. Which sometimes there's like something interesting about that in photography where it's like, I don't know, when there is specific like kind of text or signage that kind of like goes against
Mm-hmm.
or maybe adds to the story. But I think this one, it was a little, I don't know. I honestly could have went either way, like personally, but the client
Right?
wanted it gone. So
Exactly.
that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we will go ahead and Command S this guy, go back here, and then update.
I
Looks
love that you could
good.
just like, it seems like
Resolve.
so seamless to be able to just work
It's
on
so
these.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And definitely depends on like your obviously your internet speed
Right.
and your um the size of the file for sure. So obviously it depends on all that, but it's still doing pretty well on these guys. So let's see. Okay, I think we have time for one more of these, and then I have another image that we're actually going to work on as
Okay.
well that's already in Photoshop. So which of these three images do we think we want to work on?
Chat, what do we think between those three images? We got fishing. We've got, oh, is that, oh, that is chalk.
Yeah,
Baseball?
it's like a color run
Oh, color
kind of.
run. Okay, there's a color
Yeah.
run, or there's, we've got somebody standing next to this kind of white building in cast shadow. So nobody has any opinions. Well, which one do you want to work on?
I think I kind of want to work on this guy, the
Okay,
bottom right one, just because I feel like there is like a lot going on here.
that's true.
Um, yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's push the limits. Okay,
Yeah, I mean there's like the electric meter or the
exactly.
whatever meter we've got going on there.
Yeah,
We
we
got all
got
the
the meter,
shadows,
we got the big
pole.
telephone pole on the left, we got the drainage pipe.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, even this huge shadow, I think, I don't know. I'm intrigued to see what it kind of does with that.
Idara said,
Um,
"I'm interested in the color run photo, but agrees with this one too." So
okay,
we're
sick.
good.
Well, if we have time, maybe we'll try and get both. We'll
Maybe
see.
we'll see. The this one I love this one too because it has like that pop of red that like draws your eye
Yeah,
to
yeah.
her.
Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot right there.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Have you ever gotten like all 30? Is it like a goal of yours?
No, no, I haven't. Yeah, honestly, this is like a decent amount. Like I feel like there's never I don't know, maybe I need to go to like a junkyard or something and
Yeah,
just
there
like
you
see
go.
what happens.
I'd be
Yeah,
curious to see
okay.
the results from that, you know?
Yeah. Vehicles, I think I'm gonna take out because I think this is like one of those scenarios where like this might I have no idea what it's gonna pull from.
Yeah.
It's like too much. So I'm gonna take that one off. Okay. Let's see. Drain elements. Interesting. I thought it would have gotten this drain element
Yeah,
too.
right.
Fixtures. Okay, I do like getting rid of this fixture. Yeah, and that one as well. Ground features, identify the objects. Okay, we'll clean that up. Shadows. This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try it. Why not? Oh yeah, this is like if I was to like attack this and like use just regular remove,
Hmm.
I would hit all of these things. Like
Gotcha.
yeah, that's like something that like really kind of draws them. It I feel like it like messes up the image and I just
Hmm.
don't really want that. Where's this vegetation that it's seeing?
Good question. I don't actually see it.
Okay, I don't know. Oh well.
There's like one little
Um
spot there on the right.
yeah, that little spot and then up here, which I'm gonna take this out because
Yeah, if you leave
yeah.
one in, you should leave the other in, you know?
Yeah, that seems a little weird. Okay, I think I'm also gonna get rid of just this weird that kind of thing. I feel like we need like background music on these things, I feel
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I don't know,
We
some
have
like
like an
jazz or
intro and an
something. Like,
outro, but we need the actual
yeah.
music. You could just
Okay.
make music for us.
I know I could. I have my DJ decks right here. I mean, I can mix for you guys if you
Nice.
want.
I didn't even notice those in the background.
Yeah, they're kind of hidden a little bit. There it
Very
is.
cool.
And the record player and then the DJ decks. Okay. Oh yes, let's clean this up a little bit. Clean up these wires. I'm gonna get rid of this little thing. Um, okay, and then I think we'll get the shadow too. Because I mean a shadow does not make sense if there's nothing there.
That's very true.
Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And then I'm gonna snag this guy too. You're mine. Okay, and then
Unicorn is saying
sorry,
might
Village
fill in the
Fair.
dark area with a wall. I wonder now. Yeah, we're gonna see what it does.
I thought it would take out that sign, but um okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. Double checking. Yeah, let's go for it.
Ooh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Some interesting stuff on the wall on the right.
Yeah, that texture is really interesting.
Hmm.
Okay, so take this out. I'm gonna do my spot removing, or no, I'll do the magic one, just the regular remove tool. I'm gonna try and clean this up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked like a ghost.
Yeah, for sure. Which I feel like that would should be able to blend together pretty well. Oh,
Interesting.
interesting.
Maybe Photoshop knows something about this building that we don't. There's
I know,
actually like a
maybe.
structural defect.
Yeah. Oh, there
Oh,
we
there
go.
we go.
Okay. Cool. And then we'll keep working here. Clean up that guy.
Do you want to
Cool.
remove?
And I'm actually gonna turn off remove after each stroke so I can just get all of these kind of in one little
Camilla,
section.
welcome in. Camilla is new here.
Sick. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the party. Okay, remove.
We're working on removing distractions from these photos that Raymond has chosen, and is also a client.
Yeah, I'm playing both roles today. So watch out, world.
Oh, okay, that
Beautiful.
looks a
Love
lot
that.
better. Yeah,
Cool. Command S. We're gonna go back into here. We're going to update.
nice.
Oh, that's the old version.
Might need to give it a sec.
Yeah, resave it.
Oh,
There
there
it
we go.
is.
Nice.
Beautiful. Okay. I don't think we have time to get to this guy, but I do want to show you guys this photo
Okay.
and what it looks like to maybe start off in having, you're working on an image and then you want to bring it into boards after. So
Okay.
we'll just do the regular general distractions.
I feel like there's a lot of distractions it could potentially find in this.
Hmm.
So we'll see what it comes up with for us.
Yeah, all like the oil stains or like the marks on the
Right,
door,
exactly.
like this pole, the number.
If you have any questions, we've got a little over 10 minutes with Raymond, so feel free to throw them in the chat. Or if you just want to say hi, let us know where you're joining from. Let us know if you used any of these tools in your process.
Okay, here we are. Okay, drain element. Don't know where that's pulling from. Okay, fixtures. Oh, so that's just the
The number,
number.
yeah.
Interesting. I think I kind of like the number, honestly. This guy, I I definitely want to take this out,
Yeah.
but I don't want to take out
Gotcha.
that. We'll go back here. Yep. Poles. Yep. Shadows. That's
Mm.
gonna be a good one. Spots.
It did get the oil spots.
It did get the oil spots. Heck yeah. Unrecognized objects. Urban clutter. Oh no, that doesn't say clutter, that's elements. Where did I get clutter from? I mean, I guess it is clutter.
Visual clutter is
Um,
the next one. You just
visual
combine them.
clutter. Thank you. Thank you. Thought I was going crazy. Um, okay, sick. This is actually pretty fire. I'm gonna clean up just a couple of these like more distracting lines, but I don't want to take away everything just because I don't we need to have some character in the store. That's why we shot here.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Cool. So save that.
That decision making. You have to kind of decide what stays and what goes, what
Yep.
makes sense. Oh, Camilla says, I love the ideas and creative. Very
Awesome. Thank you
nice.
so much.
We are
Cool. Let's see what
working on it.
happens.
Oh, there we go. That was fast this time.
Sick. Yeah, that's super
Even with all
clean.
the craziness we had going on, I feel like it moved really
Oh, I
fast.
forgot to do create a new layer. Okay, I'm going back. I have to. Oh, I didn't save my selection. That's okay.
That's okay. It went really fast, so I have hope that
Yeah,
it'll speed through this speed
exactly.
run. And then while this is happening, since we're coming, uh, up on the last 10 minutes here, can you just remind everybody where they can find your work
Yeah,
after the
yeah. So if
stream?
you guys would like to check out more of my work or keep up with what I'm doing, you could follow my Instagram, which is at Rapberry. That's raspberry minus the S.
Oh my god,
Or
that's such a
my
good way to remember.
Yeah, it's a fun one, huh? So yeah, Rapberry, or my website is raymondalva.com if you'd like to see some of my other projects that I've gotten to work on. So cool. Get rid of this one. So, oh
There we
yeah, okay. I
go.
clicked create new layer. I for some like I thought I was like, oh my God, I forgot to do the thing that I literally just went back and redid all this for.
Oh, Camille says my best live ever. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream.
Sick.
Do you do a lot of photography work, Camilla, or work in Photoshop? Let us
Oh yeah,
know.
this one is so clean.
I am impressed with the
Yeah,
how
this
it
is super
removes
fire.
the like oil spots on the road and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
that's really
crazy.
nice. Cool. So we finished this image, and as you guys remember, this was not an image that we had in our original brief on our board.
Mhm.
And so maybe we want to, in a scenario like this, we want to show a client like what's a new example of maybe what distraction, getting rid of distraction would look like in their photos. And so I could add this to a new board or add this to a remaining board. And so we go to export and
Oh,
this
look at
is
that.
also, we have to note that this is a file that is already saved to our cloud accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So send to boards. And then here we can find our boards, go to the one we are working on,
Oh,
open
that's
in
very handy.
boards.
I didn't even know this existed either.
Yeah. And then we have right there. So, and
Nice.
then, yeah, even if we went back, it's kind of showing that I'm working in two different spots, but
Yeah.
Um, cool. So yeah, it's right there. And then also this is just my favorite feature in all of boards, but I can go, oh, actually, we have to resolve this first.
Yeah.
We can't forget. We can't leave our client hanging. Okay, good. I'm a satisfied client now.
Yep.
Um, One of my favorite things in boards is just like this realign and like
I
mosaic
love this.
feature. And
Wait, hold
now
on. Did it also move your comments? Wait, go back. Undo. It looks like it.
no, it
Oh, I thought it
didn't.
did. Oh, okay. I was about to get
It
really excited.
didn't. Oh yeah.
That's okay. You
Yeah,
can.
that's okay. Okay. Yeah. We do that after the client is
Yeah, yeah,
satisfied.
right.
So yeah, we still have some ones here,
I
but
love that feature though. Like for cleaning up what
Yeah,
you're working on because I'm super
it's
messy on
so
boards. I'm
sick.
just like throwing stuff all over the place. So
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I'm super obsessed with it. So yeah, and then from here, I mean, what's really cool is like I can zoom in pretty like
it holds
close to
up
these
pretty.
things. It holds up, yeah, and so that's really helpful for the client and for proofing because they don't have to download big files necessarily on their computer, but they're able to see everything in high quality and really make sure that all the notes were actually taken care of.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
um,
Well, do you
yeah,
want to do a quick
so
recap?
yeah,
I guess we might lose
yeah,
folks over on Behance because we end a little bit early on Behance. But come on over to YouTube and watch the ending. We're gonna go through our recap.
yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Pretty much to wrap up what we've been working on today is we went over the new general distractions tool and feature in Photoshop and how it kind of integrates with Firefly boards to create a workflow that you can use with your clients, or maybe you are a client and you're working with new photographers. This is a way to sort of take critique and take feedback and work that into your retouching process.
Nice.
And so we started off with this image here. Before there was a lot of kind of just visual clutter
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of objects and people and vehicles in the background that kind of took away from the story. So we got rid of that, cleaned it up. We then moved over to this imagery and got rid of signs on the walls and different poles and different planners. Then we went over here and cleaned up more signage, more visual clutter. And then here as well, even got on this one, there was a bunch of shadows and a bunch of drains on the telephone pole, on the wall, and
That's
then
a
finished
difficult image for I feel like
that
my
one
friend to
was,
handle.
yeah, that
Yeah.
one definitely gave us some work, which is good. And then this one we cleaned up even a lot of oil stains on the ground and kind of showcased what it looked like to save a image to a Firefly board from within Photoshop, and kind of have this sort of process of working back and forth between the two. So
Nice.
yeah, we didn't get to work on these two images, but that'll be another time.
For
So
sure. Maybe another
yeah,
stream.
exactly.
We do have one question I think we can answer really quickly from Adara because I think it's interesting. What do you shoot with?
Yeah, so a lot of these images were a mix between a GFX 100 S2 medium format and a Fujifilm a X100V, like a little point and shoot kind of camera. So yeah, this image and this image were shot on the medium format GFX, and then everything else was shot on the smaller Fujifilm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of compliments in the chat. I love how the image in the woods came out so clean. Yeah, so very nice work today,
Yeah.
Raymond. All right, well, thank you so much for sharing your work with us today. Please, everybody, be sure to follow Raymond on Instagram and keep up on his websites to check out what he's working on in the future, all the cool bands he gets to hang out with.
Yep.
um, yeah, we've got the Adobe Express for Educators stream coming up after us. So stay right here and yeah, any final thoughts you want to leave the chat with, Raymond?
No, I'm yeah, pretty yeah, I had a fun time today. This was
Nice.
super awesome, and yeah, I definitely enjoyed like showing like real world scenarios of just like random imagery that you would shoot maybe
Mm-hmm.
with your family, but then also very professional stuff. And so yeah, it was fun to kind of work through like how these tools work in every scenario that a creative person would have. So yeah, be sure to check me out on Instagram. I post some recent work on there, and yeah, just be on the lookout for other streams. Yeah, I would love to see you guys on the next one. So
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming and joining us and sharing your process with us. It was certainly I learned a lot. I'm guessing everybody in the chat did as well. So, but yeah, hopefully we'll see you again in the future. All right, bye everyone.
bye guys.